What's up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, breaking down this upcoming NFL slate for Thursday. Baltimore at KC. Before we begin, how like for me, definitely subscribe. I'm excited. NFL is back. We have huge contest on the site with a Millie Maker, a bunch of GPP slates that we can definitely look into. Before we begin, though, always the like button for me. Definitely subscribe. I'll know that helps out the YouTube algorithm, stuff like that. But yeah, we're breaking down Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. And it is on Thursday at 7:20. I'm excited. Over and under is set at 46. Chiefs are slight favorites at negative, with the spread at -3, -150 money line favorites. But yeah, we're here breaking down NFL. I can't wait. No more preseason. Y'all know how that typically goes. Regular season's here. We begin on Friday when the Brazil game with the Packers and Eagles, and then we have a Sunday full allotment of slate. So I'm excited though. Let's kick it off with Baltimore. So on the Baltimore side, Lamar Jackson. So we know he has the rushing upside. We know. So, but they now have a true running back horse in Derrick Henry. That's no more of the Justice Hills, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins sort of mix and match, hoping for the best. You have a capable running back in Derrick Henry at 9,000. The stat line can either be two TDs and 60-ish yards, or it can be 60 yards and no TDs and have Lamar Jackson still the goal line run. So it's just what are you expecting out of Derrick Henry at 9,000? That's what I'm trying to figure out is how how does the running backs snaps go at the goal line? You have Justice Hill as well, who's cheap. I mean, he's supposed to be maintaining a valuable role in the backfield rotation with Derrick Henry, more of the kind of the scat back, kind of pass catcher ability. So again, what are we going to get out of Justice Hill at 4-4? Is that a value? Because there's value pieces on the Casey side I do like as well. Um, so yeah, it's just about what do you expect to happen at the goal line? Is Derrick Henry going to punt it in at the one, or is Lamar Jackson going to do the QB sneak like he normally does and get you the rushing TD? Going to receivers, Zay Flowers is 8 or 8,000. So we look back, we know he has a tendency to do well against KC. 24 fantasy points, 5 for 8. I know this is a different season, I know. Um, but again, we've seen this game before. Again, I know there's different pieces on the defensive end, or there's different pieces on the offensive end, but still, looking at Rashad Bateman, the hype, the hype in the fantasy community is all over Rashad Bateman. Um, it's so hyped up. I just don't know what role Rashad Bateman's going to be in. Is Nelson Aguilar still going to be the downfield threat? Hey, it's possible at 3-4. But 5-2 is cheap for Rashad Bateman. We just know how this Lamar Jackson offense typically goes. And again, I want to know what Derrick Henry looks like. That's what I want to know how he kind of fits into the role on this team. Looking at tight end, I think Mark Andrews is too cheap at 6-4. Red zone threat. Um, I like the upside that he brings to the table at 6-4. Isaiah Likely is too cheap as well at 2-6. I still want to get a piece of Isaiah Likely just because of the price tag. I'll take a 0 at 2-6 and fill in my rest of my lineup with Lamar, with Mahomes, with Mark Andrews, with Pacheco, with Derrick Henry. I'll try to make it work. But 2-6 is cheap. That's very cheap. So, and then Justin Tucker, 5,000. I mean, you know what you get out of Justin Tucker in defenses. I'm not really playing defenses, even though, like I said, looking at back at last year, 10 to 17, it's kind of low scoring, three fantasy points though. Not really going to get it done. Let's go to the KC side. So, Patrick Mahomes, 10-4. This is what we need to figure out is how is the receiver snaps going to go with no Hollywood Brown? So we have Rashad Rice. My bad. Rasheed Rice. Xavier Worthy, 5'8". Justin Watson, 3-2. Sky Moore, 2-2. McCall Hartman, 1-8. Obviously, no Kadarius Toney. Juju's 1,000. That's cheap, but it's how are the snaps going to go? Because we've seen this time and time again with Patrick Mahomes, he'll throw to Justin Watson, or he'll throw to Noah Gray, or he'll throw to, like I said, Travis Kelce, of course. It's just the touchdowns get spread out. and they're so sporadic for Patrick Mahomes. So for me, I obviously want to get to some Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, if I remember right, the last year's winning lineup didn't have Mahomes in it. I could be wrong, but I don't think it had Patrick Mahomes in it or Lamar Jackson to say the least. But looking at running back, no CEH, which I hope he's doing okay. I know there's some mental health that's going on with him with his PTSD. They signed Perrine. I don't know how he fits into this lineup. Again, how much run is he going to get with just signing with the team at 3,000? It's worth the dart throw. But you also have Carson Still down here at $200, who's seen preseason work with this team, who looked decent in the preseason. So again, I'm okay with taking a zero with Carson Still, just to fit in the higher priced options. But I do like Pacheco at 8-4. Pass catching ability. It's hard not to like him. Before we go to receivers, let's talk about tight end. So I don't mind Noah Gray as well. 1-6. We've seen him catch those touchdowns and pay off the price tag. We've seen it time and time again. I mean, I'll take 7 fantasy points. I'll take 5. I'll take 10 out of 1-6 for Noah Gray. And then Travis Kelce, I saw the quote earlier how he didn't want to limit his playing time. It's week one. It's week one. He's gonna want to pop off. We've seen him again, 11 for 11, 116 yards, 1 TD against the Ravens. 9-6. Somebody's gonna get squeezed. Somebody's gonna get squeezed in this lineup. It says who's going to get squeezed. Is it going to be the Xavier Worthies? Is it going to be the Rashee Rices at 7-6? Are the touchdowns and the touches going to be spread out the receivers that it's just going to be not optimal to play a receiver? But at 5'8", Xavier Worthy standing out to me. At 3-2 with no Hollywood Brown, what is the snap count's going to be for Justin Watson, Sky Moore, and McCole Hardman? What's it going to look like? I mean, they brought McCole Hardman back for a reason. So again, what what is the snaps going to be? Are we going to see a lot of Justin Watson? We know he can pay off that price tag. I'll take a 16 out of him. I'll take a 13 out of him at 3-2. I'll take an 8. So let's talk about how to build a line. So yeah, I'm not going to play a quarterback at the captain. I want to play either a Derrick Henry hoping he gets those goal line touches, maybe a Mark Andrews to hope that he gets the red zone targets. So let's start off with Mark Andrews. We're going to play Lamar Jackson, obviously, kind of correlation. The Lazy 7-2. If you want to go dumpster diving with Carson Steele, I understand it at 200. That leaves you still 9-6. If you want to get the Derrick Henry, you're playing a full-on Baltimore stack and things Baltimore comes out swinging. I mean, that leaves you a lot of salary left over. But again, you're getting the main two focal points of the Chiefs offense, hoping that Travis Kelce pops off, hoping that Pacheco gets the goal line work and gets the pass catching receiving yards. So again, if you want to squeeze out Travis Kelce and hope that Rashee Rice pops off, again, you can make it work with salary left over. That Carson Still price tag is making it work for a lot of pieces. Um, Again, it's just captain wise, I want to look at Derrick Henry. I possibly want to look at Mark Andrews. Do I want to go to a possible Xavier Worthy in the captain or Rashee Rice and hope that they get the funnel of the targets? That's possible as well. It's just hard to play a quarterback at the captain because, again, I mean, you're gonna have to go dumpster driving if you want to play Lamar Jackson at the captain. I mean, hope that Xavier Worthy gets the targets 10-2. I mean, you're playing no running backs. You're playing mainly pass catchers. I mean, other than Carson Still, obviously, but you're hoping that nothing gets done on the ground. So again, there's multiple ways to go around the slate. It's week one. It's unpredictable. We need to see what these teams do. I'll have a video breaking down the Friday slate for the Brazil game with the Eagles and Packers, probably tomorrow. But yeah, that breaks down the slate prices though. Thank you for tuning in. Always great and safe rest, and everybody have a good one.